Hello guys, S2W here as your average consumer with your casual consumer's review. Before I start this video, the generous folks over at JORD Watch, spelt JORD, a company that focuses on creating handcrafted wooden timepieces, has sent me a beautiful wood watch from their collection, specifically in the Conway series. Now you guys can see a different watch in my videos instead of that old one and the only one that I wear. At the same time, we opened a special free giveaway contest for my viewers for the chance to get a $180 store credit for the winner. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already, and if you can, follow my Instagram account, which is spelled exactly the same way as my YouTube channel. The giveaway contest sign up link is in the description down below and will end on September 24th of 2017. If you want to check out their unique wooden watches, which is great to match with your outfits for the upcoming fall season, they have also given me a special and immediate $25 off and free watch engraving code on select models as well. So check them out if you are interested. All links are in the description down below. For today's review, I picked this model up because I was interested in the colorway of this shoe. From what I remember, I believe this is the first model to sport an alternative colored boost other than the black one for this particular NMD line. The upper is also different than what I have tried on as well, so I wanted to get a feel of this shoe in person and might as well create this video as well. Today, I have the Adidas NMD XR1 triple gray here for a review. When the sneaker first released, they did not sell out immediately, but they did sell out after a couple of days. Before anyone jumps to the fact that NMDs are dead or whatnot, it could be because the XR1 line was never really the most popular silhouette of the NMDs, and also because from what I've learned, the upper on this shoe is not prime knit. And as you know, most people usually associate Adidas shoes being more comfortable when it's prime knit. Honestly, before buying this sneaker, I thought this shoe would be a hit because of the overall clean colorway, especially silver colored boost, which is the first on the XR1. But either way, they did end up selling out after a couple of days in Canada. So let's take a closer look at these sneakers. You've probably seen a few of my NMD XR1 reviews before, but all of those had a prime knit upper. For this version, it's different as they have decided to couple this colored boost version with a simple gray mesh upper. Now mesh isn't terrible, it's more structurally intact when compared to prime knit, as it's not nearly as stretchable as the knit variation. By touch, mesh almost have a spongy feeling, just like squeezing a sponge with air pockets inside a piece of fabric. Because of these air spaces inside, mesh is breathable as well. The upper in its entirety is also of course thicker than prime knit. Essentially, the shoe is also heavier as well, but on feet, you won't feel that much of a significant difference in terms of its weight. Although the upper is gray, some may even call it silver as it does show off a low-key reflective sheen for a more unique street style ready look. Besides the shape of the NMD XR1 that differs from the original NMD runners, XR1s are generally different as they sport a caging system on the sides of the shoe. On regular models, the cage is constructed with a TPU quarter panel which feels exactly like plastic. On these XR1 triple gray however, this midfoot cage is made out of luxurious leather instead, offering us the premium status by wearing this shoe. I'm not a leather expert, but by touch, it certainly feels like an upgrade from the simple plastic panels on previous models. The shape however hasn't changed. The lateral side still offers a transparent netted appearance, while on the medial side, the cage is non-see-through. Of course, the cage is where it supports the lace holes for the laces to thread through, so when we tighten up these gray laces, the cage will lock up and hold the sides of our feet securely. As we move up to the sneaker, we'll see the tongue sitting up high in front of our ankles, a staple look of the XR1s. On this tongue, we'll see a leather patch stitched on it, with the Adidas logo to give the shoe its branding. On the back of the shoes, we will see the iconic NMD pull tab. Again, mostly for visual purposes, but it can also help us put on our shoes more easily. If you didn't know, the text reads the brand with the 3 stripes, in either English, German, French, or Japanese. Different on every strip as they cut it randomly during manufacture. The pull tab is ran through a leather tongue label, so it's keeping the premium theme going on throughout the whole shoe. As for the midsole, it's Adidas' famous boost cushioning, which is their famous technology known for its squishy walking on clouds feeling. On NMDs though, they are muted by the EVA plugs seen hanging on the sides of the shoe. There are 2 on the lateral side, with the front block sitting flushed within the boost, whereas the back block extends out with a vertical indent patterning. On the medial side, there is only 1 block and it looks exactly the same as the back block on the lateral side. These plugs are here to give stability to the shoe, suppressing the boost cushioning overall to keep the sole less bouncy and more evenly flat on the ground. Boost is normally white, but Adidas has since decided to dye them with color to make them look more unique, and usually when they dye them with color, the shoe is more limited, special, and expensive. Like I've said before, this gray boost XR1 should be the first colored boost other than the black boost in the XR1 line. Inside the shoe, NMDs do not come with removable insoles, and it's not any different on this XR1. but just like all the other NMDs, this shoe has a piece of felt layer that separates our feet from the boot's midsole. And just like all XR1s, the inner lining provides no extra ankle cushioning at all. You can say the mesh material has qualities like a thick padding, but it's still not physically padded. Flipping over the shoe, the outsole is same as all other NMDs with hexagonal boost windows for the boost to expand and contract, also providing whatever additional traction and durability it can give to the shoe. At the midfoot area of this outsole, there is a rectangular piece with more Adidas logos and slogans to show off their branding. Anyways, here are some Adidas NMD XR1 triple gray fit footage. Fit-wise, I personally buy XR1s at my true to size even though I have wide feet. Narrow footers do also buy the shoe at their true to size because the cage does make the shoe fit tighter and more narrow. Since it's mesh, the upper feels a bit tighter already, so I don't think I would be able to put an insole inside like how I do so in the PrimeKnit XR1s. Comfort-wise, mesh is honestly not that bad. It really depends on your preferences. Knit is more stretchable and thinner feeling, so when you wear it, it doesn't feel like your feet is being held down at all, with a very nice comfortable sock-like fit. While these mesh will feel more structurally bounded. Cushioning wise, as all NMDs, there will be no compression, especially when you compare them to many of the full-length Boost shoes that have dropped within the past year. This shoe is certainly one of those sneakers that you will get if you feel the colorway, I suppose, as there are many more comfortable options out there. Price-wise, these retailed at $200 Canadian before tax, the most expensive NMD XR1 released that's not a collab in my collection. It's $10 more expensive than the last triple black V2 XR1s and $20 more than the OG triple black XR1. Both of those shoes offer PrimeKnit, whereas this is mesh. All of those shoes have colored boost, but the only premium quality to this shoe are the leather panels and patches. Does it enhance the comfort at all? It doesn't really, it's more for looks. PrimeKnit though will enhance the overall fit and comfort to many, so paying extra for essentially leather cages just for aesthetic purposes, you'll have to decide if that's worth it or not. The colorway though, I have to say that these look really clean. The idea of having one color for the whole shoe just looks simple and minimal. As always, throw me some likes if you like this video and let me know in the comments what you think about these NMD XR1s. If you were to design an XR1, what triple colorway would you prefer? That's it for today. S2W signing off.